Good afternoon, amigos, from Monterrey in Nuevo León. We are finally trying some Comida Norteña. We are trying one of the most typical foods here in Monterrey, cabrito, which you can see, unfortunately, you can see behind me. I believe cabrito is split and slow roasted young goat. Let's give it a shot. Alright, we're in Rey del Cabrito, which from what I understand is like the place to go for cabrito here in Monterrey, and we're in the original location. It is like super ornate, is that the right word?
Yeah.
In here, very decorative. Hopefully I can get a few shots, but the choices I have for my cabrito, they have it in English and Spanish, and I prefer to read it in Spanish because in English it says baby goat head, baby goat leg, baby goat breast, baby goat shoulder. I can get a half baby goat or a whole baby goat. I think Martin, our tour guide from our last tour, told us he recommends pierna, and Martin did us, he did an excellent job giving us a tour today, so I'm going to go with the pierna because Martin seems to know what he's talking about. Martin! This looks and smells delicious. Now before we get started, this is like Gringos versus Comida Norteña, or I don't know, we haven't figured out this title just yet, but I do want to say, after 2 years of living in Mexico, and still there's hundreds of dishes we have not tried within Mexico, I think that says a lot about the Mexican cuisine. A lot of people think, when you think of Mexican food in the United States, you think of just tacos and enchiladas, and the enchiladas in the States aren't that good, and the tacos aren't nearly as good as they are here in Mexico. But Mexican food is so diverse, from mole to carne asada to obviously the hundreds of different types of tacos to slow roasted baby goat
leg
to chapulinas in Oaxaca. I mean, I could go on and on, but I think I'm going to demolish this in under 30 seconds.
All right, your very first bite of Comida Norteña. How was it?
It was flavorful, juicy, tender, and everything I wanted it to be. My made-up rule for eating Mexican food: everything is better with the tortilla, salt, and lime, including cabrito. The onions on this, it's a nice touch. I feel like it's just perfectly slow roasted. Gringos versus Comida Norteña. The only loser in this, unfortunately, is the goat. Definitely, I think what makes this so good, other than the tenderness of the meat, is the skin. The outside of the skin is just the way it's been slow roasted, almost like tacos al pastor on a rotisserie thing. Is that what you call that?
Yeah.
It's just got that nice flavor to it, a little bit of crunch. It's like, it kind of reminds me of bacon, which in my mind is a pretty good thing. And of course it's much higher quality than bacon, but it's good. how to eat this. I started with a fork and knife, but like in the South, if we get like, when I say the South, I really mean north of here, but like south of New York City.
Okay.
In Louisiana, if we get like fried chicken, or we get like a whole or half or quarter animal like this,
You turn into swamp people?
we're not using a fork and knives. We're going with our hands. I don't know what the heels do, but I'm using my hands. Our tour guide Martin did not lead us astray in bringing us here, and you know who else never leads us astray? Our patrones del dia, patrocinadores del dia, our patrons of the day, Gary Felix and Kimberly Williams. Thank you so much for being a huge part of our family, really, and for making this video possible. I sincerely hope that you are not vegan or vegetarian. If you are, let us know. We'll make you patrons of the day on a different video. El Rey del Cabrito. Yo soy el Rey del Cabrito. Now, El Rey del Cabrito is really unlike any other Mexican restaurant. Really unlike any other restaurant, period, we have ever been to. Like I said at the beginning of this video, comida mexicana, Mexican food. What is Mexican food? I feel more confused about that every day that we live in Mexico somehow. Alright, I know there's roasting baby goats behind us, and inside there was like lions and all sorts of stuff. But you know what was one of the most unique things for a Mexican restaurant and for us coming from South Central Mexico?
What?
Air conditioning.
Oh, you're right.
As soon as
Monterrey.
it gets really hot here, but you have air conditioning,
You're
so
right.
that's a little bit of a plus.
Yeah.
Gringo versus Comida Norteña. This was definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. I have never seen anything or experienced anything quite like that. Just the ambiance, the food. It was delicious. Thank you once again to our patrones, patrocinadores del dia, our patrons of the day. Amigos, I think that is all we have for you. How do we finish the videos again? Until next time, have less, do more, eat more.